We are back here at ANC Games for round one of the Mystery Chaos Draft 2015. Chris Ha is taking on Frank Vanderzwet. The winner is going to go on to the finals, and the loser is going to be exiled from the battlefield. Hey everyone, I'm here with Chris Ha. Mystery Chaos Draft 2015, it's done. You finished your draft?
It was definitely very interesting. I mean, not very often you get to like open a pack of Revised, which was one of my picks. So.
And was it everything that you remembered a pack of Revised?
When I flipped through it, I'm like, oh, there are like 5 basic lands. I'm pretty sure this is what Revised was about.
How did the entire draft go for you?
I think it went pretty well. I mean, I kind of stuck with a red-white kind of strategy. I got a Goblin Recruiter, about 4 or 5 Goblins. I got Goblin Slide from Constant Tarkir, and I have a Trumpet Blast. So I'm trying to hopefully kind of build some small army with Goblins and then kind of overrun them.
Hey everybody, I'm here with Frank. How did your draft go?
It went pretty well. It was the first year with Unhinged, which made everything kind of exciting, kind of wonky.
Which Unhinged card did you pick first?
My first Unhinged card is Symbol Status. So for each different symbol of permanent, I get a token when I play Symbol Status. So I have a whole bunch of lands of different sets, and I spent about 20 minutes looking through lands.
Who do you think built the best deck today?
The answer is, of course, me.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Mystery Chaos Draft 2015.
Indeed, and I'm here too. I'm Edie.
You've been here for a while now. Frank drew that symbol status.
Oh, yeah.
As well as cards from all different colors across the history of Magic. All of the colors.
Gotta love those bubblegum pink sleeves on Chris Ha's side over there. He is playing pink, right?
I love it. Frank's got a black card, a green card, 2 blue cards. No, a black card, a green card, and a blue card, and 2 planes.
Oh, man. Talk about consistency. Well, I mean, if anybody can use that, I guess Frank can.
Frank playing 5-color mid-range. Chris Ha playing red-white aggro. Who do you think is... Oh, Frank has to mull.
Oh, I think I saw Chris Ha's hand looked like he had a ton of lands. Oh, but he's got a couple non-lands there.
He's got face-to-face and the 4-2 for 3 in a red.
Yeah, that's keepable. It's not great, but...
I feel like you know you're playing a bad deck when you draw 3 cards, 4 lands, and you have to mulligan.
Yeah.
Right? Like, most of the time, that's keepable. Like, much better. Alright, this looks way better, though.
That's way better for Frank.
Sutured gold. Why not? Triple black.
Well, he drew it.
My name's Frank. Whatever.
He's got vivid lands. He can play whatever he wants.
Chris Ha drew that fling. Oh man, if Frank ends up playing that Sutured Ghoul into a Active Treason Fling, whew.
Saucy.
It's a saucy meatball. Oh, we got we're gonna see rock, paper, scissors played. This really is an unhinged draft.
Yeah. Frank's gotta read that. He's like, okay, how do you play this game again? Chris Ha's teaching him how to play rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, Frank won.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, Frank took it.
Oh my god, he's so good at rock, paper, scissors. Chris didn't know what he was walking into.
No idea. Paper, rock, scissors champion 94.
We're gonna see some secrets.
Morph. Will Bender.
Frank's taking this mystery chaos draft too seriously.
It's very mysterious.
Now, if you were Frank, would you block the 4-2?
It's hard to say. I would attack, and so I wouldn't be in a position to block it.
Oh, Frank has that symbol status.
It does.
And all of his lands have different different expansion symbols on it.
Oh, does it count the lands too?
Yeah,
no.
it's all permanents.
He played a different guy. What did he play there? The lightning...
No, he can't play the symbol status because he doesn't have double green.
Double green.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is just a 2-2 for 3.
So what does the symbol status do again?
You get a 1/1 token creature for every different...
when it comes into play.
Yeah. It's a sorcery.
Oh, it's a sorcery, okay.
For every different
symbol
expansion symbol, yeah.
Man, and that counts the lands. But wait a second, that swamp won't have an expansion symbol, so that doesn't count, right? A white bordered?
No, 7th edition has expansion symbols like 7th edition.
Oh, okay, but 5th wouldn't.
5th had a... Yeah, 5th edition had a Roman...
No, 6th did. 5th and back, all the basics had nothing.
You're right.
Plague Witch.
Here's Plague Witch. It's like a sandwich, except not as good. More plaguey.
That's a sandwich I'm not interested in. I don't even care if they toast it. Alright, 4-2, and then the 2-4.
Hey, that's the 2 cards he was choosing between when he was drafting.
And now they're best dudes on the... It's a buddy cop movie.
So the 4-2 is Mel Gibson and the 2-4 is Danny Glover.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. They even look like each other. Like the actors.
Danny Glover's bald. He doesn't have curly horns.
But he does look like he's too old for the sheep.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an ox. It doesn't work.
Wah wah.
Alright, browbeat. Frank starts throwing out the rock, paper, scissors again.
No, it doesn't work that way,
Oh,
Frank.
Frank just took 5.
Oh, he just took it. Well, that's what you do with browbeat. You don't give him 3 cards.
Frank plays another... Oh, that's a good one.
Skin render.
Kill that ox. The oxen.
Probably the ox, yeah. Because the other one can be traded for most other creatures. Including the skin thinner, right?
Yeah. Oh, we got a Goblin Recruiter. Don't you love seeing all these random old cards getting played?
I do. I mean, when else would you get to see a Goblin Recruiter and a Plague Witch?
And also, all these unhinged lands that were open in that pack, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Chris insisted on bringing his own lands for this event.
Did you supply those lands, or Chris?
No, Chris
brought his own lands?
Yeah. He has a draft kit, as many people do, where they have like 10 or 15 of every basic land and some sleeves.
He's a prepared person, not like me.
And dice. And I know. I sometimes don't even show up with a pen or any way to keep track of my life, or
you don't show up with sleeves.
Don't show up with sleeves. You know what? It's a good day if I remembered my pants. That's how I look at it.
It's a good day for all of us when you remember your pants.
Yeah, not just me. Especially the other people. Okay, so Frank is discarding Sutured Ghoul for Plague Witch to kill the Goblin Recruiter. Mm-hmm. That's why Sutured Ghoul is in the deck.
Oh, because he needs stuff to discard.
And then he used the Tragic Slip on the Ox. So now he can Skin Thinner the 4-2.
Nice.
And go to town.
Here's Frank putting himself in position to do something.
Or maybe he's not even going to bother. Oh, he's paying 6. Oh, for the... What is
Feud
this?
Killer's Verdict.
And what does that do?
Gain 10 life and put a 5/5 white giant into play. If you have more life than the opponent, which he does.
Oh my god. That's a huge... That's a huge card.
It is, and it's an uncommon.
I'm surprised that was going around. Like, that looks like a first pick to me.
I think Frank took it pretty highly, didn't he?
Yeah, I think it was the second time it came around. We got a Mog War Marshal.
Mog War Marshal.
He's using Matt Mealing's deck
Yeah.
to represent Goblin tokens.
Well,
that's how highly he values Matt Mealing's cards. So Matt and Marc had a rivalry, and then Frank and Chris were like, "Well, we don't have a rivalry, so who should our rivalry be with?" And they were like, "I guess each other," and they just kind of made up their own rivalry. What do you think about that?
I think it's fine. I mean, they should probably put something into it.
Something on the line? You think they should have had some side bets?
Yeah, maybe. Or they should have called each other names or something like that.
Definitely.
Just to spice it up.
So Chris blocked the giant. Oh, but Frank's got symbol status.
So he's got...
It's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 1/1s.
9 1/1s. Jeez. That's like really good empty the Warrens.
He's going to use these white pebbles.
Is that 5 plus? Well, how many does he have?
I don't know.
Not 9.
No, maybe the lands. Maybe there's some like duplicates of lands or something.
Okay.
Or maybe we just can't see. They're just off camera a little
Just
bit.
can't see.
Oh yeah, there's a few there. All those Mentos.
Yeah,
he's got
looks like
8 Mentos in play.
Those Mentos have got to get in there.
And what cruel face! Chris plays the Splunkers, and Mountain is the only land type that
Frank is not playing. Ooh, things aren't looking good for Chris. He's definitely got to trade off with those goblins. Well, I mean, block one the giant, but the 4/2 should probably also block something.
The 4/2 should block one of the tokens.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He's worried that witch is going to kill it off after he blocks, which it should.
Yeah, it probably will. Maybe, yeah. This is tough because you can't even really double block the giant.
Yeah. There's too many tokens. At this point, there's too many tokens.
He needs a massacre.
What's the orange card? Is that a morph? Yeah, that must be. Well, let's see here.
How many morphs is Frank playing? Oh, it's skin. Oh
thinner. Yeah, skin thinner. He still didn't use that. That's funny. I completely forgot. Is Chris taking damage here?
I think he's taking 9.
Ooh.
Oh, 8.
8.
Of course, 8.
So none of those tokens died?
No, he didn't block any of them.
Yeah,
and he's packing that. That's game 1.
That's that. So symbol status wins the game.
Symbol status seems pretty good.
Yep.
He did take it over an $80 foiled island.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's fair.
It better win in the game.
Yeah.
And all his lands are all different. That's the reason why he went in.
I think Chris is talking about how absolutely insane symbol status is.
He's got to be. He's got to be complaining. See, here's the feud building, right? Between the two of them.
Yeah.
Chris is starting to realize how Frank plays. Starting to get frustrated. Starting to hate Frank just a little bit. Like all of us do.
So the reason why I started talking to Chris and I started inviting him to these events is because I mean I knew him from events and we'd talk just briefly, but we spoke a lot at GP Ottawa, and he had made day 2, and he eventually ended up coming 101st.
Oh.
And it paid top 100.
Jeez.
So it was a bit of a heartbreaker. So I invited him to the Holiday Cube, and the Holiday Cube top 4 got prize, and he came
in 5th. He's always getting cut off on
He's
the
bubble boy.
Well,
Chris,
hopefully not this time.
Yeah.
Chris, we're rooting for you. Even though this is a Frank match, which can be...
Yeah. Poor Chris.
Like I said, I would rather play Marc than Frank.
Yeah, it's tough.
Not to say that, Frank is a better player than Marc, but just I lose to Frank more than I do to Marc.
But also Frank probably loses to Frank more than he does.
Yeah, probably.
That wild card Frank. 5-color mid-range. Look at that.
What a bunch of junk. Just drop a symbol status and win.
Would you have a bad taste in your mouth if you were Chris Ha?
Yeah, maybe.
Do you think 2 and
Chris
2 green for 8 1/1s is too good?
It was very, very good. Like I said, that's an empty the Warrens where you've already played a bunch to storm into it, right?
Yeah.
The issue is Chris wasn't doing much to win the game. Like, as much as Frank kind of, took it with that card in the Feud Killer's Verdict earlier.
He drew his mid-range cards in the beginning of the game, and mid-range and late.
Yeah.
And then he drew his aggressive stuff at the late game.
Yep. That's
the problem with aggro and playing an aggro deck in a 4-person draft.
Yeah. Because if you stumble on the start, the rest of your cards are just kind of worse.
We've got the Urborg Siphon Mage, where you discard a card and then...
Drain 2 life?
Yeah. Chris has to discard cards because he doesn't have...
Oh, no. That's not a good start.
Yeah, not a good one.
And is that guy a 2/2? The one.
Frank's got symbol status in his hand.
Wonderful.
And he's got a mulch and undiscovered paradise.
And undiscovered paradise. I mean, here Frank can just play a morph. You can play the undiscovered and just play a morph. Or does he have another land?
Oh, he's just gonna play symbol status.
Really? He's just gonna go for it.
Yeah. When do you return undiscovered paradise?
The beginning of your upkeep.
Okay. Let's get 5 guys.
Does that white-bordered one count? Is it a 7th edition?
It must be.
Yeah, must be.
Do you see a symbol there?
I don't know. I can't really tell.
It must be. It must be. He had a choice of every land.
Okay. Oh, Bogard and Halkite.
Oh, this is...
The most likely place it would end up being discarded. That's the problem with the card.
This is not good. This is tough. Although this is the perfect time for Chris to play that Pyroclasm sitting in his hand.
Does he have a Pyroclasm?
No, I wish he did. Maybe if we got some of those sweet Ice Age packs, right?
Yeah. Or 7th edition.
Oh, he's got the rock slide, but he can't. He doesn't have the mana to play it.
Oh.
And we got a morph.
And a morph.
Oh, that's something.
Get a couple 1/1s into play.
Yep. Is it going to be enough, though?
Yeah.
I just don't have a good feeling about it. I mean, he's already stumbled very badly on the land, and Frank's just got a ton of creatures out with an endgame life drainer. Like,
yeah.
This is already looking pretty sour. Looks like Frank's taking it.
Frank's like flipping cards into morphs. Oh, this is
terrible.
Just gonna double block.
Just get the token.
And then take 7 damage, go down to 4. And then Frank plays
Selesnya Evangel. Make the 1/1.
He needs more 1/1s. That looks like the end of it. Thank you all for watching.